Hey, what's up, y'all? What it do? Welcome back to Get Tactical. It's your boy. Thank y'all for tuning in. All right, y'all, real quick. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips and some fundamental exercises that you guys can incorporate into your training to make you that much more of an accurate shooter. Right away, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and show you. I got that SAR 9, and she is empty. No magazine in it, all right? She's empty. And now, I wanted to say, too, if you guys are going to practice this exercise, make sure your magazine is unloaded, empty, okay, or either separate in a whole nother room. Muscle memory kicks in sometimes. I've seen a lot of videos where people accidentally load their firearms and they, boom, let off a shot. No accidental discharges, okay? Now, I've never done that because I practice safety, right? I'm going to go ahead and put this in my pocket. But you can practice with the empty magazine as well. It's all up to you. All right. So real quick, if you guys aren't familiar with dry firing, it's just basically taking an empty pistol, right, racking the chamber in a safe direction, all right, and just taking a shot. That's it. Okay. But the reason why this is so fundamental, okay, and a lot of people, they don't realize how much it helps, okay, is because a lot of people, new shooters especially, anticipate recoil. Now, not just new shooters. I do that sometimes, especially if I haven't shot in a while. But it's important to dry fire, okay? So basically what we're going to do, empty pistol, safe direction, all right? We're just going to point out, and we're going to fire, right? Now what you want to see happen, right, is you want to have that gun as still as possible, okay? Now some people, new shooters, will do something like this. All right, so you guys saw that little dip in the muzzle, right? The muzzle went a little bit forward. Now, dry firing, it'll help show you that. And a lot of times, when I'm training new shooters, I'll have them put a coin on the top of the firearm, and I'll point it out like this, right? Go ahead and fire. Usually, if the coin falls off, it's because you're anticipating the recoil and you end up doing a little jerk, right? But I'm pointing the gun at a downward angle because this camera right here. But let me go ahead and show you. Hold it up straight. Now, the coin shouldn't fall off, right? That means your gun is still, right? You're not anticipating that recoil, right? Because a lot of times what people like to do, new shooters especially, they want to push forward because they know the gun is going to recoil back. You don't want to do that, okay? Just have the gun, have a nice firm grip, arms extended out, and you want to pull that trigger, all right? That's what you want to do. Now, that's one rep. Usually I'll do 3 or 4 reps, or you can even, if you're at the range, you can load 1 round in, rack it, point out, shoot, and then rack it again. It'll be empty. Hold out again, shoot. And a lot of times you'll see that sometimes you will anticipate recoil. You'll end up doing something like this. Bang, bang. And when I first started shooting, you know, it used to really piss me off because I would be pointing my gun exactly how I was trained to do, right? Line up the sights correctly, and I'll be aiming dead in the bullseye, but I'll be an inch low, or an inch to the left, or an inch to the right. And not knowing, you know, that I'm doing something like this right before my shot goes off, right? And that little dip in the muzzle, it looks like it's what, a couple millimeters, a couple inches, right? Those inches matter, you know. If you're dipping down, right before the shot goes off, your shot's going to be off. So that's why it's important to keep that gun as still as possible, okay? Another tip for you guys, okay, is watch where you place your trigger finger, right? So in a gun like the SAR or a Glock or anything with a bladed trigger like this, you see that little blade right there? Bam. Okay. So you guys want to have the blade of that trigger directly in the middle of this knuckle right here, this first knuckle, right? The reason why you want that, you want it directly in the middle because if you have it a little bit to the left, which it would be this way, or a little bit to the right, which would be this way, your gun will sway either way. Let me show you what I mean. All right, so if you're like this and you see how my trigger finger It's all the way in, right? It's all the way in, right? Watch where the gun goes. And if I pull the trigger, that happens, right? So if I go far all the way to the left with my trigger finger, you see where the gun goes? It goes a little bit to the left. Now, if I have it directly in the middle of that knuckle, watch where it goes. It ain't going nowhere. It's straight, right? That's another tip that you guys can use. Guys, practice these things and you'll start to see, where those bad habits are coming out. And it's important to do this so that way you're being accurate. Because what if your sights are off? What if your red dot isn't sighted incorrectly, right? You won't know that unless you know for sure. You're doing everything by the book. Guys, hopefully these tips help you increase your accuracy and become a better shooter. Remember, guys, time. It takes time. I think it took me like at least maybe 1,000 rounds to really start seeing some improvement and progress, okay? And then just keep going. Keep practicing. Guys, I guarantee you, once you start seeing the results that you want, you will be addicted. Officially, you will be a gunaholic. That's what happened to me, all right? Guys, and remember, just keep practicing. Don't get discouraged, all right? And that's with everything in life, really. They say it takes 10,000 hours to become a master, right? Now, you may not want to become a master in shooting, right? But you want to get good. Basically, I'm saying it's going to take you time. Guys, get out there, get to the range, get that training in, all right? Hopefully you guys like the video. Go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you know someone who could benefit from this information, share it. Tell your friends and tell your mama. All right, y'all. Also, these are just some tips I'm giving you guys for free. This is free game. If you are someone who wants to learn more, go ahead and hit your boy up. I do have courses available for new shooters. All right, y'all. It's your boy D signing off. Remember, man, it's a crazy world out there. You need to be strapped. And not even just being strapped, you need to be proficient with your aim, all right? All right, y'all. Man, hopefully y'all don't have to use one of these out there. But if you got 4 motherfuckers, 5 people about to break into your house, or you got someone trying to mug you, get tactical.